Good morning, afternoon, or evening, dear YOGATXers. This is Echo, and I'm so excited to have you here with me again on the mat. So thank you for being here for your first time or for your many times. Your support is so welcomed by YOGATX and myself. We're very grateful for you showing up for us and for yourselves. Today's practice is really near and dear to my heart and my own journey. And I only share it because I know that as a reflection of me, that we are all reflections of one another. And so if I feel something deeply and it's been deeply healing for me, then I know that it can be for you as well, because we are no different and we share the same energy. And though we may express it differently, we move through sadness and joy and ecstasy and pain in similar fashions. And some of us might dive deeper, but we know the vast spectrum of sentience and the human experience. And so this practice is one to really move energy through the body, especially when we're in states of sadness and grief and mourning and depression. And what I encourage for you is, if you're going through this, if you're moving through a depressive state, if you're feeling grief, if you're mourning, first of all, just do your best to accept where you're at and to know that emotion is temporary. And even if you may have been in depressive states for years and years and it comes in and out, they are moving. Like, we're not always one energy. We move from depression to excitement or grief to joy, and we are constantly changing. So if you're in that feeling and you're showing up here on the mat and you're ready to like move that energy and you don't want to feel that way anymore, I encourage you to be with it, to breathe into it, to make friends with those very difficult emotions and experiences of your experience, and to allow yourself to rest and allow yourself to reflect, and also find out what your loops are, your habits are. And if isolation brings you into more sadness or more grief or mourning, I encourage you to go out and take a walk. Do this practice, move energy through the body, but then go be outside, be among your family, be among your global family, and let yourself be seen. Because in the moments when we're in our darkest spaces, many of us, our trauma responses are to hide and to isolate, which can drive us deeper into that energy. So find the energy and learn how to move it. So we're going to move that energy today. We're going to move it through the body. So that being said, for our long introduction, let's go ahead and start standing. So we're going to start standing and connecting our feet to the earth. So for me, I know when I come into these states, it's really important for me to feel the support of the earth beneath me. So I invite you to shut the eyes down, relax the shoulders, press your feet into the earth. Let the hips come a little bit forward. You're tucking the tailbone under a bit. And we're nice and strong here. Feel strong. Even feel your quadriceps engage. Let the chest be open and proud, and relax the muscles in the face. So when at times get hard, we might want to get small, curl up in a ball, but I encourage us to get big. So what we do here is inhale, reach the arms up, out like a V shape. Keep the chest open, keep the arms here, and we come into this power stance, this yogi stance here. Press down through the feet, but let your body relax. You're strong, but you're relaxed. Relax the shoulders, but the heart space is open. Relax the jaw, and let the breath move in and out of the nostrils. And we're just getting nice and big. We're moving energy through the body. You might even begin to feel the heartbeat race a little bit. Your arms might be getting a little tired, but we're just warming ourselves up in these spaces. When we get into darkness, sometimes it's really challenging to put any effort into the physical form. Take an inhale. And exhale, bring hands through heart center. Sound is something else to move energy through the body. So if you've never ommed before, now is your chance. First, take an inhale through the nostrils, sigh out of the mouth. Now we're going to inhale and we're going to make the sound of Om on the exhale. we begin our practice. Take an inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, bring hands down through heart center and down alongside the body. So we're gonna get a little playful. You could turn whichever way on your mat. I'm just turning this way so you could see me. You could stay at the front of your mat. Take your feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Have a slight bend in the knees and just find a little bounce. Let the shoulders bounce from side to side. You can make some sound with the voice. And we might feel silly, but this is something good. We're allowed to be silly, especially as adults. We think we can't play, just play. Maybe flick the arms out and up. And a lot of stagnant energy gets stuck in the body when we feel sad, depressed, or in grief. So here we're just moving some energy. Let the shoulders move. Take some circles with the jaw, maybe yawn. All right, let's come back to center. So we're gonna make some big sweeping circles here. There's no right and wrong. So I encourage you can watch me at first, but then just let yourself be creative. Don't get so focused on watching the screen and doing what I do. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, bend the right knee, lean towards the right like you're falling over into a crescent shape. And then move through center, bend the left knee, reach up to the left, open the chest, come through center, lean to the right and fall. Move through center and just begin to find some big sweeping motions. Maybe one arm comes up before the other. Get creative. Maybe one arm stays down for a while and then reaches. There is no right and wrong. So we're just moving into our side bodies. And these circular movements are wonderful because in our asana practice, sometimes we get so caught up on the rigid, is this the right alignment? Is this perfect? Move in the opposite direction when it feels good. So letting go of the rules here, the lines, just find your fluid motion. Last breath cycle. And come back down through center. Bring the big toes closer together, about hip width distance, and fold in. Take your hands to your lower back, make a fist, press the fist up behind you. Slight bend in the knees, opening through the shoulders. Wonderful. So something about sadness, which is so frustrating in the human experience, is it immobilizes us at times. When we're really sad, we don't want to move. The energy gets stuck. So in the practice today, we're going to move. We're going to go through some Surya Namaskar A's, move with our breath a little bit faster, and come back to this practice when you're feeling sad, you're feeling grief. If you've lost something or someone, move the energy. Even if it's the last thing that you want to do, do it. Let go of the hand here. Inhale, come up halfway, hands to shins. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back to a plank position. We're gonna pause here and build some strength first, build some heat. Press to the palms, round the upper back, pull the belly in. So again, your body might say, I don't wanna do this, I just wanna lay down and watch a movie. And this is why we do it. This is our tool of ascension, so we have to take care of it when we are at our saddest. It's time to clean the house, organize things, take care of your body, cook good meals, have tea. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring the knees down and bring the chest down through center. Rest here for a moment, hips up nice and high. And then inhale, come to the belly, lift the chest, lift the palms a bit, and lift the feet. So we're really strengthening the lower back here. And find a couple of pulses. Strengthening the erector spinae of the spine. And come back down. Forehead to the earth. Bring the fingertips outside your yoga mat. Elbows in line with your shoulders. Take an inhale. Peel the chest up. And exhale. Wave the chest down. Forehead to the earth. Move at your own pace. Inhale, lift up. Head comes up last. And exhale, wave down. Inhale, wave up. And inhale, wave down. Inhale, wave up. Stay here, look over the right shoulder, exhale. Inhale through center. Exhale, look to the left. Inhale through center. And exhale, wave down. Palms by the shoulders. Inhale, press up to a plank. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Hips up high, slight bend in the knees, relax the head. Take an inhale. And exhale, slowly walk the feet forward to meet the hands. Fold in. All right, we'll begin to move just a little bit quicker. Inhale, come up halfway, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bow down. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to a plank position, pause here. Take an inhale. Exhale, come down halfway, keep the elbows in by the ribs. Inhale forward to the tops of the feet, lift the chest, thighs are lifted. Exhale, pull the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, step or float forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Move fluidly here, no jerky movements. Inhale, reach the arms up slowly. Exhale, lower slowly, nice and smooth. Engage through the muscles as all the way down, all the way up. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank position. Inhale. Exhale, come down halfway. Inhale forward to the tops of the feet, open the chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, float forward or step. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, slight back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Samastiti. Hands alongside the body, Tadasana. Inhale, reach up, back bend. Exhale, fold, nice and slow, fluidity. Inhale up halfway, nice and slow. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, come down halfway. Inhale, forward, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. And take an inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, bend into the knees. Exhale, step or float forward. Big toes touching. Take an inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips, reach the arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink the hips back. And we pause here. So we've been moving pretty quickly. Now we stay in stillness but strength. So let the thighs light up, sink the hips, relax the shoulders down the back, pull the belly in. You can let out some sighs. And now we're gonna move a little bit. Keep the bend in the knees though, okay? Inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms back, lower the chest. Inhale, reach up, chair. Exhale, sweep and fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, and keep going. Last one. Exhale, fold forward. Take the feet apart, hip width distance, bend the knees, ragdoll here. Take a hold of opposite elbows, move from side to side. Can move forward and back as well. Notice where the mind goes. Notice that the breath is still moving in and out of the nostrils. Most times our sadness, our grief, our mourning take us out of the present moment, so be here. No going into the past. No planning for the future. Just here in this moment, you're safe here. In this moment, you are safe. Hands to the earth, press to the feet. Inhale, slowly lift up. Let the arms dangle. Slowly come up. Shrug the shoulders back. And come into stillness, hands alongside the body. Shoulders relaxing, and just notice what's coming up in your body. Might feel a bit electric, all the energy moving. Feel the earth beneath you, soft and consistent, hard and consistent. And something that somebody said to me in the last half year that really helped me feel grounded to be with, my sadness, to be with my safety as well. I invite for you here, but stay in just your experience. Keep the eyes shut. Feel the earth beneath you. Relax the body. She said that having such a difficult relationship with her mother, she had an experience once where she really felt the earth beneath her as her mother, always there to hold her, always consistent, never asking for anything in return, never judging her, just holding her with every step. And she said, wow, if I can see the earth as my mother, then I can see my mother as my sister, and I can let go of my anger with her. And in my own depressive states, in my own significant pain with my mother, I was like, wow, yes, the earth can hold me, and my mother can be my sister, and I can feel for her more than have expectation from her. So I invite for you to see this earth beneath you as your mama holding you. Take the big toes to touch. Take an inhale, reach the arms up, slight back bend. And exhale, slowly fold forward. Take an inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the right foot back behind you. Bring the left hand to the inside of the left foot and walk the left foot out a bit, coming into a low lunge. Let the right hip dip, open the chest. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the hips and round the upper back, chin to chest. Inhale, lower, open the chest. Exhale, lift and round. Inhale, lower. Look forward. Exhale, round it. Last one, inhale, lower, look forward. And exhale, round. Step back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand and lower the hips down, look forward, take an inhale. And exhale, round and lift the hips. Inhale, lower, look forward. And exhale, round. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Slowly walk the feet forward halfway up the mat. Bend the knees, sink the hips, and come into boat pose. Lift the feet, arms alongside the body. Engage the core, open the chest. Just a little bit more of heat before we come into relax. So with our sadness and grief, sometimes we have to do the hard work. Core, energetically in the physical body, is where we have our resiliency, our strength, our power. So working out the core. Stay here, keep the chest open. If you need to hold the thighs, you can. 2 more breaths. Core is the center of our physical experience. So if you're resisting it, be with it. Take the feet down to the earth, take a hold of the front of the shins, let the knees open, and let the head drop in. Feel the back of the neck grow long. Just allowing yourself to be soft here. And again, sitting up nice and tall. And stretch the feet out in front of you. Get nice and long through the spine. If you need to bring a block or a bolster underneath the hips, if you have a tight back line, I encourage you to pause and do so. You can also bend the knees and bring a pillow under here. We take an inhale. And exhale, slowly lower. We want the belly as close to the thighs as possible. So we're not rounding the upper back, pulling the belly in and down. So maybe you don't go as low as me. I encourage you not to. Find your body's edge. So listen to your unique body. What does it want you to do? How will it feel supported? We stay here for 5 breaths, and there's no rush to make our body fold immediately. With every exhalation, energetically, our chest is traveling closer and closer towards the earth. So just like life, no rush. No rush from point A to point B, especially if we're healing. No rush from sadness to joy. Just be with your sadness, be with your grief, be with your pain. There's something to learn there. Lift the chest. And we're slowly coming back onto the earth. Hands reaching forward. Take an inhale. Exhale slowly. Really engage the core. Take your time to come all the way down to the earth. Pull the knees into the chest. Give a little rock from side to side. And take the feet to the earth, hip width distance apart, and let your knees fall to the right. You can cactus the arms out, look to the left. Twist can be so relaxing for the nervous system, detoxify the belly, and just energetically wring out anything in the core that's no longer serving us. So as you practice in asana, make sure that you're present. Your feelings, those emotions, they can take you out of your experience and you lose the connection to your body and your breath, so be here. Inhale through center. Exhale, knees drop to the left, look to the right. So we can do asana every single day and have beautiful muscles and tight bellies. But if we're not present, the essence of the practice, the healing, the integration, the wholeness that it brings, never touches us, even if we practice for 20 years. So be here when you practice, be present. Come back through center. Stretch the legs up overhead, arms alongside the body, just legs up the wall here. You might need a slight bend in the knees for some of you if you have a tight back line. And energetically, we're just allowing all the blood to come back into the center. And just take 4 more breaths here. And go ahead and slowly bring the legs down. Bring the hands underneath the hips. Sitting on the back of your palms. Press the elbows into the earth. Lift the chest. Let the head drop back behind you for Matsyasana or fish pose. So we allow our hearts to be open here, even when we feel contracted in our sadness and our shoulders are slumping over. We open the hearts here. So very physically, in the physiological essence here, is we're opening the fascial chains, creating spaciousness across the chest. But this also gives us more courage to face challenges energetically, emotionally. If our body is curling in on itself, it can just make us want to crawl into fetal pose, lay down, let go. And slowly come down to the earth, remove the hands out to the sides, and find Shavasana. We're not here for long, so if you'd like to pause the video to stay longer, I encourage you to do so and let the earth support you, hold you. And just a few more breaths here, really feeling grounded. And take an inhale, stretch the arms up overhead, get nice and long. And exhale, knees into the chest. Nice tight squeeze, rock from side to side. And slowly rock forward and back. And come up to a seat. Just land where you land. No need to perfect. Sit up nice and tall. One hand on belly, one hand on heart. And feel the difference in the rise and fall. Feel the prana, the life force moving through your body. I know that you always have the power. Everything that you seek outside of yourself in those moments of depression or sadness or grief or mourning, this is a time to be with self. You aren't alone. You are with yourself. So get to know yourself, get to know your breath, your movement, love yourself, make yourself tea, make yourself food, clean your house. One step at a time, move, dance, laugh, giggle. Hands together at heart center, bowing. Place your hands on the earth. And just deep gratitude for this mother that holds us. For this love, consistency, and safety. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Feel free to subscribe. Find me down below in all of the links. And continue to practice. Take care of yourself. And I encourage you compassion on your path to healing. See you next week.